Welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host, Nick Nack, hanging out with you guys tonight. Sorry, guys, it's been a little bit since I got a video up, but don't worry, guys. I'm like Ray Fiennes from The English Patient. I'll never leave you. Now, seriously, I'm back and we're going to do some awesome collectible looky-loos tonight. And tonight we're going to be looky-looing a little bit, I guess, on my Star Wars Black Series collection. Now, if there's one collection, one scale of action figures in all of Star Wars that I both love and fucking hate, it's the Black Series, and I'm going to be getting into that right now. But anyway, I've amassed quite a Black Series collection. I've got it in a pretty nice display right now when it'll fucking stand up, and I'm going to be showing that off to you guys right now. So let's get on it, guys. Let's get on it. Let's do it. Alrighty, guys, so the mainstay of my Star Wars Black Series collection is over in this corner here. If you're a longtime viewer or subscriber, you probably have seen a lot of this, especially if you watched my last video, which was actually a room tour of my entire Star Wars collection. That was hosted by my sometimes co-host, Copabot.
Hey, don't be a dick. Subscribe to the channel. If you are subscribed, we love you.
But anyway, I didn't go too much into the weeds in that particular video because, well, I wasn't in it to begin with, and also Copabot's not much of a conversationalist, and he doesn't really know shit about collecting. He's just kind of a dick. But anyway, no. So we're gonna be checking out this tonight. This corner over here. I'm gonna do a few shout outs. Some things you've probably already seen. Some things you may not have, and just give a little bit some explanation and just kind of go into the weeds a little bit. So yeah, let's do it right now. Alright, so check it out. I've shown this off a few times now here on the channel, but I'm pretty damn proud of it. I made this diorama myself over here, and in it, as you guys can see, is a Black Series ceremonial Princess Leia, a SH Figuarts Luke Skywalker, Farm Boy Luke Skywalker, a SH Figuarts New Hope Han Solo, and SH Figuarts R2-D2, as well as a Mafex C-3PO, and that's just a Black Series Chewbacca in there, along with some awesome cool Star Wars crates that I bought offline that were 3D printed, and then I painted them myself. And of course I worked on this diorama myself, which is sort of supposed to be, you know, sort of reminiscent of the moon base on Yavin 4, the temple on Yavin 4. I think I kind of captured that essence anyway. I got some vines growing in there. I got some stone emanating through the brick walls. Anyway, I just think it looks rad. I kind of see it as sort of like after the destruction of the Death Star, and Princess Leia is like, you know, all festive and shit, and she's like telling Luke, let's get you some better clothes for the ceremony here in an hour, and Han and Chewie are just kind of looking on, and sort of C-3PO and R2-D2. Anyway, I love it a lot. I do love that Mafex C-3PO a lot. He's really ultra posable. He's really nice. He's a lot better than what Hasbro has offered in the Black Series, and he was cheaper than an SH Figuarts C-3PO. And that SH Figuarts C-3PO, or R2-D2, I'm sorry, is so rad. I actually have two of them, and I'll show that a second one where I have in just a moment. But yeah, the really cool looking display here, and that Star Wars lit sign there is like a 3D lit sign. I bought that off Amazon, I think. I don't remember who made that, but I think it looks cool. But yeah, looking great. This is one of my favorite shelves. Alright, so moving down here, just moving down the shelves here, I've got this really cool little diorama scene. That base actually came off of an old Kotobukiya large size vinyl Anakin Skywalker that long since fell apart. It was an episode 2 Anakin Skywalker released back in 2002. So yeah, so this base actually came off. Fuck! God damn it, man, if you even fucking like sneeze on this shit, they all fall down in a giant cascade of plastic shit onto the ground, and lightsabers get broken and stuff. Fucking blows, man. But anyway, yeah, check out this fucking diorama. It's really cool there. Like I said, I got that base from a Kotobukiya Anakin Skywalker from years and years ago, and that cardboard base behind it, I think, came with some set I got at the Disney store or some shit. But anyway, man, I got the Imperial Light Cruiser Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian there without his cloak there. That's the Black Series version. And I also have the GameStop Greats, or Gaming Greats Scout Trooper here from Fallen Order, or Fallen Jedi, or whatever that fucking game is. And then I also have this awesome fucking tank commander as well, and they're from Rogue One. But anyway, yeah, they look badass, man. They look like they're about to, they're about to bite off more than they could chew there with Luke Skywalker. So really, really rad. Alrighty, then moving over, guys. You guys have seen this this diorama a lot if you're a longtime viewer subscriber, because I'm damn proud of it. I love it. Of course, I have the SH Figuarts Mandalorian Season 2 Luke Skywalker in there with 3, count them 1, 2, 3, Hasbro Black Series Dark Troopers. There's a Battle Damage Stormtrooper, and there's a little Baby Grogu, and a SH Figuarts R2-D2, my second SH Figuarts R2-D2 there, in a 1/12 scale backdrop I picked up from Cardstock Cantina. So yeah, looking really, really rad, man. I love this setup a shitload. Alrighty, guys, so moving down from my awesome, cool dioramas, I've got 2, count them, 1, 2, you really can't see them, but count them 2, cupcake stands full of Black Series figures. And yeah, man, if I like fucking walk by and sneeze, this shit just falls. It's fuck! So irritating, but it looks good. It looks good. It's just not real high up on the pragmatic scale as far as not having shit falling over all the fucking time. But anyway, yeah, I do dig it a lot. And we'll just start up here at the top up here, because I have a SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker that I picked up recently. And that black cloak is actually from my Black Series Mandalorian Season 2 Luke Skywalker, which is up there that I just previously showed you guys. So yeah, he looks pretty cool with that cloak on there, kind of up at the top there. Like, you know, like the big pimpin' daddy he is, because he's fucking Luke Skywalker, looking rad. And I've got some other mismatches in here. Mostly all these, I think all these are Black Series, with one exception there I did pick up recently. I picked up this Season 1 Mandalorian SH Figuarts. Not real great on that figure. I kind of having a hard time figuring him out with his accessories, including his disruptor rifle, fitting it on his shoulder. A little more problematic than I thought. And of course, the instructions are all in Japanese. That doesn't help. But he is a rad figure, just not as rad as I'd hoped, because I spent about $100 on him. But other than that, yeah, look at that. That is really, really cool. And I love my Ewoks. I got my Ewoks out. I got Wicket. I got Paploo. And I've got, what is that, fucking Debo there? Yeah, looking really, really cool. And then, of course, we got Pimp and Lando over here. And then if you turn the corner here, I got another Luke Skywalker. That's just Luke Skywalker from Head Forever. And then there's that nasty gnarl spider or whatever from Mandalorian Season 2. And then we've got Ned whatever his face from the Kenobi series. I love that big fucking work droid. He's just rad. He's got a big giant hammer. Really cool. And then there's a Gaming Greats GameStop exclusive battle droid back here as well. So yeah, that's looking cool. If we just come back around the corner here, and yeah, looking good. I like this a lot. That's a nice looking setup. Quill looks good there as well. Quill like hanging out there. And then let's move over to the second cupcake stand. Yeah, number 2. Cupcake stand number 2, as you might say. Alrighty, so moving up at the top there, kind of offsetting my awesome Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, is A New Hope Darth Vader. Looking cool there with the using the Force there to retract a laser bolt, which is really cool. Flanked by Count Dooku. That's an SH Figuarts right there. Imperial Stormtrooper. Absolutely awesome. There is a expanded universe Princess Leia. Looking great. I love that look on her. She looks fantastic. There's Luke Skywalker from Heir to the Empire, flanked there with Mandalorian Ahsoka. Got the Admiral himself, Admiral Akbar. That's a great looking Black Series figure, if I don't say so myself. And then moving down just a little bit, we've got Mace Windu. That's a fantastic looking likeness of Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu. I love that a lot. And then, of course, my favorite look for Anakin Skywalker, a little bit of a hot take. I liked him in Episode 3 all right, but I've always kind of liked that Padawan look on him. Just really, really cool. Just, you know, that's Anakin Skywalker with so much potential power, and he's young and impulsive, and, you know, we were all 19 years old once and stupid, and, you know, but none of us were 19 years old, stupid, and had, you know, chosen one Force ability. So I always like that kind of look of him from Episode 2. And then, of course, there's Episode 2 Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then the Episode 2 Padme Amidala, which, of course, is also a very, very beautiful action figure. And yeah, we got Ayla Secura right here. She's looking great. I love that figure. That's another one I've picked up in the last couple months, but I don't think I've ever shown off here on the Plastic Planet. So anyway, so we're making good on that. That's a great looking action figure. Yeah, she looks great. And yeah, looking fantastic. There's another quick look at all these. Count Dooku one more time. Oh, there's Jar Jar up there. I love that Jar Jar. A lot of other guys have said this, a lot of other YouTubers that cover Black Series, and I do watch a lot of other YouTubers, action figure YouTubers, particularly Star Wars action figure YouTubers, and I would agree with a lot of points about this figure. This is one of the best Black Series figures ever made, this Jar Jar, and I know not a lot of people are a little high on Jar Jar, but I like me some Jar Jar. I think Jar Jar's cool, and I think this figure is amazing. So yeah, looking cool.
Eat shit.
Yeah, I got a couple other odds and ends in here, and I'm not going to take these figures out and show them because everything would fucking fall down, and seriously, it takes me like 30 minutes to set everything back up because it's a pain in the fucking ass. But anyway, yeah, there's a K2 droid. This was from the K2 droid's appearance in the Book of Boba Fett during the Purge of Mandalore, which was really, really cool story arc until they kind of screwed it up in Season 3, but I digress. But yeah, that's a great looking action figure, though. I love the K2 Imperial droids. I love the look of that. I love K2. That's always one of my favorite droids in all Star Wars, but I do love his more evil contemporaries, including this guy right here looking cool. And, I've softened a bit on Solo over the last couple of years. I mean, it's not the best movie ever. I mean, Han Solo kind of got upstaged in his own movie by his fucking girlfriend. And, I don't want to sound sexist or anything, but that's just fucking dumb. But, I do love a good buddy movie, and that's what we should have really gotten with Lando and Han. Yeah, and Kira's okay too, but, I mean, seriously, that would have been much cooler. But anyway, yeah, so I got some Solo figures front and center here, and they've got a little table there that I got from eBay. That's a 3D printed cantina table that I have kind of crappy, kind of shitty painted it myself. I don't know, I'm not making any sense because you can see all the lines and shit from the 3D printer. It looks like shit, but I'll keep working on it. It's a work in progress. So, yeah, looking okay.
Where'd all these odds come from?
Alright, over here, guys, you've got some fucking porgs. I'm not a big porg guy. I hate The Last Jedi, but, they're kind of neat, too. And there's a little frog there with Baby Grogu and, of course, Yoda. That's not headcanon or anything, just sort of a leftovers area over here. And then, of course, we've got this sucker. Now, I showed this sucker off in my room tour, and this is a diorama I made myself. And this is totally 100% headcanon. This is where I think, fucking Disney Star Wars should be making stories. And that, of course, is around the time when Grogu was training with Luke Skywalker, which apparently was 2 years. So we need lots of stories like this. That would be a giant make good. There is Luke Skywalker, the new Luke Skywalker that came out, the Grogu training Luke Skywalker. He's got Grogu in a backpack, and he is with Mara Jade, his future lover, and they are like negotiating a treaty with the ant people of the Qualar sector or something. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. But anyway, they're negotiating this treaty so the New Republic can front medical aid ships through these guys' sector. And of course, you got to get in there and make peace with the ant people. And I just think that's really cool. These ants are these figures I picked up from Big Bad Toy Store. They're not Star Wars figures. They were like some kind of like artist collaboration series figures. They're like $60 a piece, but they're roughly 1/12 scale. And I think they look rad. I made this diorama myself, and I made it out of styrofoam and a cool space backdrop, and put some lighting in there. And there's some resin. I've got like resin green ooze leaking down the walls. And then I've got some real roots that I pulled from my wife's garden, and I cooked them in the oven so that I'd get all the bugs out of them. So, I don't want like fucking praying mantises hatching in my Star Wars collection. So yeah, so I cooked them for like 400 degrees in the oven for like 20 minutes, and and used them in this diorama. And there's actual real soil in there too that's all baked in and then used with Mod Podge and paint and everything. And I got two different kind of foam in there. I've got the insulation foam, which the walls are made out of, and then I have that more floral, softer foam that I made the rocks out of. So yeah, doesn't that look good? I love it, man. And Mara Jade's smoking hot. Look at Mara. Yeah, she's awesome. So yeah, Luke Skywalker and Mara Jade are doing Jedi shit and negotiating that trade route with the ant people. And, sorry, my dogs are barking because they're assholes. But you know what? Having giant insects is not something new in Star Wars. I think they were in several novels, including, like, The Swarm or whatever, some old expanded universe shit. Shit I didn't read, but I'm sure it's, like, fucking Shakespeare compared to the sequels. But, yeah, so I just thought that was cool. I thought, they're not directly Star Wars, but they work in my Star Wars collection. Those ants I'm talking about, and yeah, they're rad. Shut the hell up! Yeah, awesome. Alright, let's check it out. I'm going to do these guys a little diorama too. I've got Asajj Ventress there with two of the Dathomir Dark Brothers or whatever. I don't know, man. These like sort of like Kmart looking Darth Maul motherfuckers. I don't know, man. They just look like they're going to have like some kind of nasty fucking threesome there with Asajj Ventress, man. I bet those guys have like thorns on their penises and shit. Pretty fucking painful, but that's kind of what they're into, because they're fucking fierce warriors. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I think that's really rad, though. That's just a cool fucking little display there. And Asajj Ventress looks awesome. Very powerful. I wouldn't want to fuck with those three. But yeah, really cool. Alrighty guys, so coming down, let's take a look at some of my shelves. I did this Rebels diorama a little while back, and I've had all these figures for a while, but I finally kind of got them sort of in a environmental-esque display scene that I kind of have wanted to get them into. I think they look really, really cool there. I've made that foam base myself, and then there's some 3D printed space crates in there and shit that I painted, along with, you know, stormtrooper helmets and shit. You know, they're little collectibles that they pick up from, you know, fucking clowning stormtroopers all the fucking time. Not a huge Rebels series fan. I mean, there's some great Star Wars moments in Rebels. Like, there's some of the best Star Wars moments in Rebels, but the main protagonist crew, you know, the clowns we're looking at right here, they sucked, man. I don't know, man. I'm a little worried about Ahsoka, because if it's like Rebels 2.0, I might be out. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I'm always excited for new Star Wars most of the time, but I don't know, man. I'm not nearly as excited about Ahsoka as I thought I would be after seeing some of the trailers and shit. But I don't know, man. The Rebels are okay. They're okay. They have a place in my collection. They have a small corner here. That's all they get. I did see the Ghost is up for pre-order. I probably won't order it. I don't have room for that shit. If I'm going to have that big of a ship in my collection, it's got to be iconic. And when I mean iconic, it's got to come from the George Lucas Star Wars era. You know, I'm talking big fucking Millennium Falcons, big fucking AT-ATs. That's what I'm talking about. If I'm gonna you know, give that much space, that much calories to a ship, it's got to be something from an iconic era of Star Wars, not a cartoon from Disney. But anyway, yeah, these guys look cool though, and I like Zeb. Ezra's kind of sucks. Not a big fan of Ezra. Sabine sucks, but Chopper's cool. And Hera's okay, and Kanan's okay, and I like Ahsoka most of the time. So anyway, yeah, looking cool though. That's a cool looking diorama anyway. No, nevertheless. So anyway, rant over. Yeah, that looks good. Hey guys, moving over here, I got a little Empire Strikes Back love. Speaking of Central Core Star Wars, or, you know, as I like to call Prime Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back is the greatest movie of all time. Either that or Revenge of the Sith. I'm not sure which anymore, but I love them both so much. Anyway, man, I got the cool, awesome Black Series Wampa. Fired him off Mercari a few months ago, man. Found him loose, and he looks great, man. I love the fucking blood on his mouth, man. He has been fucking shit up. Love the fucking size of the Wampa. He looks great. And I've got some other figures in here, all Empire Strikes Back related. I've got two, count them, two Rebel Hoth soldiers. And they've got the interchangeable face swap out, so it looks like one figure can be two, so you can RB build those really easy, which is really, really cool. I saw they're doing the same thing with the indoor Rebel Troopers, but I'm not as big of a fan of that look as I am of the Hoth Rebel Troopers. Anyway, and I got Empire Strikes Back 40th Anniversary Luke in there, 40th Anniversary R2-D2 from Empire Strikes Back. I got the beautiful Princess Leia. That's a great looking figure. That's one of my favorite Princess Leias. Not the favorite Princess Leia. That's one of them. That's a great one. Honestly, I really like this expanded universe one the best. But sorry, I don't want to make anyone dizzy moving around. But yeah, that's a good Empire Strikes Back Princess Leia. But yeah, looking great. Looking really, really good. Alrighty, guys, and moving next door. There's not really a central theme to this shelf. I've got some Rogue One love in there, a little Mandalorian love. I have got a bootleg Luke Skywalker SH figure arts that looks like ass. I've got Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper gear. I've got Obi-Wan back there. I don't know, man. Like I said, there's no central theme here. It looks okay, though. I don't know. Not much to write home about here. And then moving down the next shelf, man, we got a little Bounty Hunter love with Boba Fett and all Black Series figures. I've got Black Chrysanthemum, the shitty one that they came out with, but whatever. He's okay. Saj Venture's kind of covering up his face with her gun. But, not a bad-looking shelf. I don't know, man. Again, I don't have much to say. These are all, like I said, these are all Hasbro Black Series in here. And then next door, and I need to come up with a little better setup for these guys. I do love the Bad Batch. Bad Batch is fucking rad. I probably won't collect the Bad Batch in Hot Toys form. Just too expensive for something that's, again, kind of side stories, you know. Nothing wrong with side stories. Side stories are great, man, but, you know, and that's what Disney should have focused on to begin with, was just doing side stories and letting the saga be the saga. But that's just my opinion. But I do love the Bad Batch. That's a great offshoot. But again, I don't really feel the need to own these in Hot Toys form. But in Black Series form, that's great, man. And, $20, $30 a figure versus $200, $300. Yeah, count me in on that one. And they look great. And I have another crate that I bought offline that was 3D printed, and of course I painted it myself. And I got some helmets on there, kind of a little bit like how I have my Rebel set up, but not quite as celebrated down here. I need to get these guys a base, but yeah, looking great, man. I love all these characters. These guys are great. All right, again, guys, this is some miscellaneous love in this one, including Jax, that awesome early Marvel Comics jackass alien action figure. He's cool. I don't know, man. That's just classic. That's classic Star Wars for you. Not classic good Star Wars, but it's classic Star Wars. It just goes to show, even in the 1970s, some Star Wars was kind of stupid. But I like him. I think he's cool. Some Jawas. And then, of course, we've got, what's his name from Jedi Fallen Order there? Cal Kestis. Looking cool. I love his droid on his back. I think that's cool. And then there's that bounty hunter from the Kenobi series. I forget his name, but he's cool. He looks great. And yeah, looking awesome, man. Looking awesome. So yeah, just a random selection of figures in there. Looking cool. And then down there, I don't have shit really. Just there's a Comic-Con exclusive mini blaster from Master Replicas from San Diego Comic-Con from like 2007 with 2 Black Series in there. And then, of course, next door, I've got some more Clone Wars love in there, sort of. Liam Neeson. Qui-Gon Jinn doesn't really belong in there, but I've got Clone Wars Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Mace Windu, and they look okay. And then finally, guys, the last shelf, I've got General Grievous like standing on the carpet, leaning up against some packaging, because that fucker just falls all the time. He's a big spindly mess. And then, of course, I've got some three cool, sort of expanding universe, sort of Stormtroopers-esque, some gaming great Stormtroopers. And then, of course, there's the Death Trooper in there as well. So yeah, looking cool. And there's some empty boxes. So yeah, there's my collection, guys. There's the bulk of my Black Series collection. Yeah, looking pretty good. I like it. I hope you guys did too. But oh shit nuggets, that's not all. I got more Black Series to show you guys. So in addition to my giant bulk collection, I do have some figures kind of sort of packaged away in different places in my collection. I've got that awesome Bouche Leia there. I love that Chewbacca there with the chain. Those just came out. Those look fucking great. 2 Gamorrean Gars. We got the Lando Calrissian, and of course Salacious Crumb there, sort of a Jabba spread. And I like to get them a little better of a display than just acrylic stands. Acrylic stands is a little boring, but so far for today they look fine. But yeah, I like that setup a lot. I didn't really like the Bouche Leia when it first came out, but man, when I accompanied her with the Chewbacca, now I really like her. I just think they look great. What great companion pieces, you know. Hats off to Hasbro on that one. And then of course over here I've got next to a Star Wars Episode 4 Mos Eisley Cantina tin. I've got the great Dr. Evazor and Ponda Baba. I love these two. Such nasty fucking assholes. These guys need their own movie, man. It could be a horror film. How cool would that be, man? That should be like, people always say like, oh, we need a rated R Star Wars movie. Okay, fine, but we don't make it about fucking Mandalorians. Make it about these two guys, because these guys are psycho. Especially Dr. Evazor, man. Yeah, he's just a fucking psychotic dick. That's where you need your rated R Star Wars movie, right there. But no one listens to me. But yeah, looking rad. Oh, and check it out. I did recently pick up a what's her name? Dr. Aphra. Yeah, I picked up a Dr. Aphra, and to finally go with my 000 and BD whatever. The 2 asshole fucking C-3PO and R2-D2 basically. But yeah, that's a cool shelf. But yeah, looking good. Alrighty guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed that shit. That's a look at my Black Series collection as it stands today, here in August of 2023. And I'm going to get back to watching some shitty baseball, because that's what I do during the summers. I watch shitty ass baseball. But I'm going to get back to watching that. But stay tuned, guys. More videos to come. And I do mean it this time. We're going to be doing a shitload of shit here in August, because I got more and more stuff to show you guys, including all my Hot Toys finds. And that'll probably be the next video, which will be coming out in a couple days. I do promise. I promise. I promise. No, I'm not crossing my fingers. I promise. I promise. All right, guys. Like I said, that's going to wrap things up here on the Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please do subscribe, guys. And remember, life is oh so very, very, very short. So get out there and feel it. Fill it with some plastic shit. All right, guys. Till next time. Later. Love ya. Bye.